It's hard to believe that we've only gone a month and 7 days since Lionel Messi made his Inter Miami debut in the Leagues Cup, coming off the bench against Cruz Azul to sink a game-winning free kick with the match's final action. Since then, he's been nearly inescapable in the American soccer landscape, but that's not just because of his highlight reel. Messi has been playing a lot, 9 games in 37 days, to be exact, with another coming up on Wednesday. Of course, any 36-year-old attacker will inevitably rotate out of the lineup in the name of load management, much to the chagrin of New York Red Bulls fans who saw him come off the bench over the weekend. Their frustration as consumers was understandable to an extent. It isn't often you pay upwards of $800 to watch an MLS regular season match. Despite his near-mythical reputation, however, he is mortal, and any corporeal being needs their rest. It's something of a marvel that he even logged a full half hour in Saturday's 2-0, just bloated. It exceeded any calendar month he's logged since leaving FC Barcelona. Not factoring for stoppage time, Messi has now logged an even 600 minutes across regular and extra time for his new club across the Leagues Cup, US Open Cup and MLS regular season. The last time he exceeded that total in any calendar month was the 694 minutes he played in February 2021 as Barcelona split focus between La Liga and knockout matches in the Copa del Rey and UEFA Champions League. Neither total comes close to matching the 810 minutes he played in October 2020 as La Liga started its season late due to COVID-19 while Argentina partook in CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers. Messi has always been an extremely durable player, and that's going to get tested further in the coming weeks as he returns to international duty while MLS, as it usually does, plays through those FIFA breaks. Argentina will begin its World Cup qualification push for the 20 against Ecuador at Estadio Monumental. It'll be the first of at least 3 matches Messi will miss in Miami's home stretch, Miami manager Tata Martino said after the win over the Red Bulls. We put a lot of value in this win because, playing with a rotation, is something we need to get used to because Leo is going to join his national team, Martino said. He'll miss at least 3 games this year and next year it will be the same, and we need to understand that when he's not here the team still needs to provide results. The specificity of mentioning that Messi will miss at least 3 games is an interesting wrinkle to consider when trying to project when Miami will play without its most important player. We know, for example, that he will miss Miami's match on September 9 against Sporting Kansas City while he's with the Argentina men's national team. We can make some educated guesses about when he may miss another 2 or more Miami matches with his full datebook in front of us. Most glaringly, it's unlike one day removed from a qualifier against Peru. From there, it's less cut and dry. Perhaps, just 4 days after a qualifier in Bolivia, Messi won't be able to start in Atlanta. On the other hand, that match is bound to be emotional for Martino as he returns to the venue of the team he led to an MLS Cup title in 2018. The home match on September 30 against New York City FC could also be a good moment just 3 days removed from the US Open Cup final, although they're another team hoping to surge to a playoff standing in the season's final trimester. Any MLS team will tell you that these sorts of selection conundrums involving international players are nothing new, and they won't go away so long as the league continues to play through FIFA windows. The league probably won't stop doing that, either. The newly expanded Leagues Cup format has meant teams must play more regular season games in the months on either side of the competition, while teams that advance to the business end of the US Open Cup see their regular season matches. The real nail-biters from Martino's perspective come if Miami qualifies for the MLS Cup playoffs. Given the hole the team dug itself into under Phil Neville and interim manager Javier Morales, it's unlikely that even 9 or 10 wins from their final dozen matches would push them higher than 8th in the Eastern Conference. Finishing 8th or 9th requires a team to play in a one-off play-in match for the right to face the conference's top seed, currently projected to be FC Cincinnati. The next round of the reformatted playoffs is a best-of-3, with the higher seed hosting matches won and, if no team has won both of the first 2, 3. Like the Leagues Cup, each individual match must have a victor rather than playing for an aggregate scoreline. If both teams are tied after 90 minutes, teams will participate in a penalty shootout to determine the winner. Each round after this best-of-3 series sees a tied match go to 2 15-minute periods before heading to penalty break-off during its postseason. Messi would be certain to represent Argentina in between the first round and conference semifinal. If Miami was to win the play-in and edge a 2-1 series win to make the conference semifinal, he could log up to 360 minutes between October 25 and November 12 before playing two of Argentina's greatest rivals with World Cup qualification on the line. And then, should Miami still be in contention for MLS Cup, he could have another 360 minutes to play between November 25 and December 9 given Miami's sudden propensity to require extra time, bringing his possible total to 900 high-stakes minutes in a 45-day span. Undoubtedly, Messi will need time to catch his breath as he's still coming off of a busy season with Paris Saint-Germain, which included a mid-season World Cup triumph. The question is when Miami can afford to rest